As most of you know, the Disney Skyliner is going to be opening up very soon here at Walt Disney World. September 29th to be exact, and today I was fortunate enough to be able to get a special preview of the Disney Skyliner. And I've got to say, it is amazing, and I cannot wait for this new mode of transportation to be opened up to the guests here at Walt Disney World. But this actually isn't the first time there has been gondolas transporting guests all around Disney property. Some of you may know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Disney Skyway buckets that were around way back in the day. So today I'm going to be exploring the history of those Skyway buckets and how they have evolved into the Disney Skyliner that we have today. In the mid-1950s, Walt Disney had seen a cool new mode of transportation that had really caught his eye. It was a sort of transportation where guests rode in a gondola bucket on a line in the sky. Walt Disney was always a very forward-thinking man, especially when it came to transportation, as of course we would eventually see with the monorail and people mover concepts that he came up with. Anyways, Walt had seen this new transportation and he knew immediately he had to have this in his new theme park. So he signed an agreement to purchase this new transportation from the Von Rahl Company. Walt didn't really know where the attraction would go in his park. He did though have some pretty big ideas for it. Walt had thought that his transportation in the sky could actually be a new form of transportation for people living all across the world. He thought that this transportation could be used for things like transporting guests across a big parking lot or to and from shopping centers. And he wanted to use Disneyland to showcase his idea. You see what I mean about Walt Disney was a very forward-thinking man when it came to transportation. He actually wanted the people mover over in Magic Kingdom to be, that's how he thought people were going to be moving around in the future. Same thing with the monorail. But anyways, opening on June 23rd, 1956, the Skyway to Fantasyland and Tomorrowland started transporting guests all around Disneyland. Just a year after it opened, however, the Skyway had to go down for a little bit because the Matterhorn Mountain was being built. The Matterhorn Mountain bobsleds, the new roller coaster at Disneyland, was being built. And it was going to be going right through where the Skyway buckets used to go through. And so the Skyway had to go down for a little bit, and actually when it opened back up, the Skyway buckets now went through the Matterhorn. And I'm sure some of you have seen the iconic photos of the Skyway buckets going through the Matterhorn Mountain. It was a popular attraction at Disneyland, as you can imagine, because it had some pretty amazing views of all around the park. There is a story out there that says one of the main reasons that Walt Disney wanted to build another theme park is because he went on the Skyway and he was able to see all of the surrounding areas outside of Disneyland. He really didn't like the fact that he could see the freeway and other businesses from Disneyland. And that made him realize that when he built his next theme park, he's going to build enough land so that guests never have to worry about seeing the outside world. The Skyway would continue to entertain guests at Disneyland, and then it was an opening a day attraction at the Magic Kingdom here at Walt Disney World. And at the Magic Kingdom, it was the same concept as Disneyland. It was a gondola ride to Tomorrowland or to Fantasyland. The main difference though between the Skyway and Magic Kingdom versus the one in Disneyland was that the Magic Kingdom one had a sharp turn right at where 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was to make the turn towards Tomorrowland. Like the Skyway in Disneyland, the Skyway in the Magic Kingdom was a very popular attraction and had some great views, especially of that 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea attraction. The final Skyway station then opened at Tokyo Disneyland in 1983. This was the newest version of the Skyway. It had a new updated system and everything, but this was actually the shortest length of any of the tracks. It was clear that Disney saw the Skyway buckets as an integral part of all of their Disney parks. Just like the carousel or the railroad, it seemed like every Disney park was going to have some form of the Disney Skyway. But unfortunately, as you may know, the Disney Skyway did not last into the 21st century. Disneyland's system was the first out of all of them to close because Disneyland was working on creating a new Indiana Jones ride, and Euro Disney was not doing too well over in Paris, so they had to cut attraction cost. Plus the Matterhorn was due for a refurbishment on the mountain, and that would mean that the Skyway would need to be shut down as well. So Disney saw these three things and they realized, well, it's probably best if we just shut down the Skyway, it's not really worth it to reopen it after the Matterhorn. Plus we're trying to cut costs because Euro Disney's not performing well, plus we're opening this new Indiana Jones attraction. So they ended up closing on November 9th, 1994. Skyway systems in Tokyo and Walt Disney World Magic Kingdom actually survived a few years later. The Tokyo version would close in November of 1998 and the Magic Kingdom version would close on November 9th, 1999, exactly 5 years to the day after Disneyland system was closed. The main reasons that the Skyway closed was because they were pretty expensive to maintain and guest flow just was not all that great on this attraction. Plus, Disney is always looking towards new things and improving things in their parks, and they thought it was just for the better that these Skyway buckets be removed. They were a little dated at this point, so yeah, they just thought it was time to move on. And the cool thing, actually, in the Magic Kingdom, the 2 Skyway stations actually stayed abandoned for a while at the Magic Kingdom after it was closed. And I actually want to go to the Magic Kingdom and kind of check out at where those were. They're not abandoned anymore, but I kind of want to show you guys where the Skyway actually used to run in the park. But Disney fans didn't ever know if the Skyway buckets were ever going to be coming back to Disney parks. But just a couple years ago at the D23 Expo, Disney announced that a new Skyway system will be coming to Walt Disney World, and it would be called the Disney Skyliner. And you can see I am aboard the Disney Skyliner right now, one of the first guests ever to come aboard this new transportation mode here at Walt Disney World. The Disney Skyliner will be connecting guests to 2 different theme parks and 4 different resorts. It'll be going to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Art of Animation, Pop Century, Caribbean Beach Resort as I am right now, and the new Riviera Resort. Guests are able to get amazing views of all around Walt Disney World, and the Skyliner gondolas can actually hold up to 10 people. And just like Walt Disney had envisioned more than 60 years ago about a Skyway system that was more of means of transportation than an attraction, his vision was finally realized. I, for one, am so excited for the Skyliner to open up to all guests here at Walt Disney World. I can't wait to be riding this all the time. And this is like my 4th round trip just today for this special preview. And I'm so excited I got to do this preview. And if you haven't seen the vlog for my preview, I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can go check that out. And like I said, I will probably be going to the Magic Kingdom to show you guys kind of where the Skyway buckets were and where the stations were. But I think the Skyliner is in just its first phase right now. I believe that expansions are going to be coming in the future. Maybe to Disney Springs, maybe we'll be able to see all of the Disney Springs resort hotels get a Skyliner station. But who knows, only time will tell. Maybe one day it'll connect all 4 theme parks. But I'm really excited for the future with the Skyliner. It just opened and it's so much fun. I can't wait for all of you guys to come experience this. But I'm really happy I was finally able to experience the Skyliner right now as it is, because I never got to experience the Skyway buckets. But I'm glad I'm here now. And I believe that this is what Walt Disney would have wanted at Walt Disney World. Transportation to and from parks, to and from resorts. But guys, that is the full history of the Disney Skyliner and Disney Skyway buckets. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you love Disney history, if you love Disney vlogs, make sure you subscribe down below. If you would like to follow my Instagram, I'll leave it right here. It's at marcuskey.mq. You can follow me there, DM me, ask me questions, do a Disney history suggestion. And just like Walt Disney said, it's kind of fun to do the impossible. And I'll see you guys on the next video.